はい、こんばんは。これは time reference の when のビデオです。When I was a high school student 高校生の時、when I was 10、10歳の時とかね。行きましょう。では、これ、元気の、if you remember、そう、ジョンがファイルをなくしました。駅に行きます。で、また山下先生と話します。この会話、conversation の中で、これね、すみません。ファイルをなくしたんですが、どんなファイルですか？ジョン、赤くてこのぐらいの大きさです。電車を降りるとき忘れたと思うんですが、この時、when. So when I got off the train, I think I forgot it. So when I did something, これ英語の when です。when I went somewhere, when I did something, not when ね。で、この when ですが、英語 in English, you use this when in two ways. 例えば、question word. When do you study Japanese? 日本語でこれは何ですか？この when, question word. いつね。いつ。But when you use this when as time clause, or in another word, subordinate clause, like when I was a child, or when I was 16, when I went to Japan. この when、日本語では the word changes. It's 時、時。例えば、走る時、鼻水が出る。meaning, my nose runs when I run. で、structure はこの time reference clause 時 main event clause. So it's different from English because in English the time reference comes after when. Like when I run, uh, my nose runs. Whereas in Japanese we say I run when my nose runs. ちょっと、スイッチします。で、そうしたら、こんな感じね。で、we use short form。例えば、寝るとき、電気を消す。When I sleep, I turn on the light. No, turn off. When I sleep, I turn off the light. 寝るとき、電気を消す。この寝る、ショートフォームね。は、寒いとき、ベッドから出るのは大変。この寒い、ショートフォーム、adjective のショートフォームね。いい adjective. But look at this one. 元気なとき走る。元気じゃないとき走る。元気な, it's not adjective, but do you remember what short form for not adjective? We use だ, 元気だ. But instead of だ, for not adjective, we just keep な. 元気な時走る. And for nouns, like 18歳 or 高校生, we use の. 18歳の時に留学しました。I see many people using の after verb, like 寝るの時 or 寒いの時 after adjective, but の only comes after nouns. Okay? じゃあ、before we move on, ちょっと use this slide and then can you come up with any some sentences, when sentences? 例えば、日本に行くとき、or 暑いとき、or ご飯を食べるとき。Just come up with a few sentences. If you want to write that down, feel free. で、その後、ちょっと進みます。これね。ごめん。If you want to use these words, feel free. But probably it's too late. So let's move on. あまあいい OK。で、ごめん。じゃあちょっとこれ見てみよう。いつも走るとき鼻水が出る。いつも走るとき鼻水が出る。いいね。じゃあちょっとここ見てみて。before とき走る。What tense is this? 走る。 present tense, right? But could be future form because in Japanese we don't have future form, present tense, future form, same thing. But we can tell from these adverbs like いつも means usually. So probably this 走る is present tense. Present tense. 鼻水が出る. This one is present tense. This sentence, do you think is present tense, future form, or past? いつも走るとき鼻水が出る. Usually when I run, my nose runs. Present ね。じゃあこれは今度会うとき話すよ。今度 means in the future ね。Next time I see you. 会う before 時会う. Is this present tense or future form? Present or future, right? But most likely future because we have the word 今度. That means the future, next time. What about main clause? 話すよ or 話す. Again, it's present, future, 話す. If it's the past, then it should be た. So the tense は future. The reason why it's future is because of this. 今度. This implies that the sentence is about future. Next time I see you, I will tell you. Okay? じゃあ what about this one? 昨日会った時話した。会った。past tense でしょ？話した。It's also past tense. So this sentence is past tense. 昨日会った時話した。When I saw the person, when I saw you, I told you. It didn't say you, but 昨日会った時話した。What about this one? 今度会った時話すよ。今度会った。This is past tense, right? 今度会った時。What about 話すよ？話す。It's present tense or maybe future tense. So what do you think this sentence, the tense is? 今度会った時話すよ。But again, we see 今度, right? 今度 implies future next time. But this one's past. This one's future or present. All right. So this sentence implies the future. So this is what becomes a little tricky. That's why this grammar is on level 8. さあ、これですが、そう、今度会うとき話すよ。This sentence. 今度会ったとき話すよ。This sentence means pretty much the same. But there is a slight difference. ニュアンスとしては、会うとき。This implies when I see you, at the moment I see you. At the moment I see you, I will tell you. This one implies once I've seen you. It's like after the moment I see you, I will tell you. Which means once I've seen you, I will tell you. But basically means the same. A lot of Japanese people use this. Actually, more than this. But they are interchangeable. But just the first part, subordinate clause, we use past tense. But this main clause, we use present tense or future form to talk about present or the future. But we'll practice this more. But この past form, adjectives and noun しません. Only for verbs. Whenever you see adjectives, nouns, past tense before 時, that means the past. Okay. ちょっと練習しよう。じゃあ、ごめん、before 練習。I have to mention this. But for 行く、来る、帰るはちょっと違います。Why? These three are exceptions. When you say サンホゼラーニングセンター行くとき、お菓子を持っていく。ね This sounds good. When I go to San Jose Learning Center, I'll bring snacks. But if you change it to サンホゼラーニングセンター行ったとき、お菓子を持っていく。So I said you can change it to the past tense, right? But with 行った, you can't do this. It sounds like you are saying after arriving, or once I get there, I will bring okashi. That sounds a little weird. So when you use the present tense with iku, it implies before going. But if you use past tense with iku, that implies after you arrive or once you get there. You don't buy okashi after you arrive at San Jose Learning Center, right? So then it should be before. Before. If you want to do 行った時, then the sentence will be サンホゼ Learning Center に行った時、みんなにお菓子をあげる。Because I give them snacks at San Jose Learning Center. This happens after I arrive. Is it making sense? Let's do another one. 来る is also irregular. You can say うちに来る時ワインを買ってきて。When you come, before arriving home, can you get wine? So you use present tense, but if you use past tense, it implies that it's after arriving. So kind of a little weird. It sounds a little weird. When you arrive at home, can you go get wine? At home. You can't buy wine at home unless your house is a winery that sells wine. So うちに来たときワインを買ってきて probably not. Instead, you say うちに来たときワインを冷蔵庫に入れて Can you put the wine in the fridge when you arrive home? Because past tense 来る or 行く both implies that after arriving, arriving, this one too. And then also 帰る。仕事から帰るときターゲットに行く。So 帰るとき haven't arrived at home yet. Before returning, probably on the way. ターゲットに行く。But if you said 仕事から帰ったときターゲットに行く。Actually, this sounds like you come home first and then go to Target. 仕事から帰ったときターゲットに行く。But instead, we probably say this. 仕事から帰ったとき晩ご飯を食べる。どう ?Is it making sense? 大丈夫ですか？そうしたらちょっと練習します。この練習 helps you, I think. じゃあ、これ。そう、食べ過ぎた時薬を飲みます。When you eat too much, you take medicine. 食べ過ぎた時。うん。そう、食べ過ぎる。食べ過ぎた時。This doesn't imply the past. We just tend to use past tense here. When the action of eating already started, 食べ過ぎた時。ね、これは眠い。This one we will do 眠い時コーヒーを飲みます。Why? Because 眠い is an adjective. 眠い時 we wouldn't say 眠かった時 because I said this past tense short form, this one only happens for verbs. We don't do this with adjectives and nouns. So 眠い時 I don't know コーヒーを飲む。わからない時道がわからない時人に聞きます。うん。わからない。どうわからない。or you can say わからなかったとき人に聞きます。That's a past tense. 日本語で手紙を書きました。日本語で手紙を書くとき、or you can also do 日本語で手紙を書いたとき、先生に見せました。ホームシックです。ホームシック。It's a noun, so you need の。ホームシックのとき、家族に電話します。友達の家に、これは Can you do this? 友達の家に So if you use past tense, 友達の家に行ったとき、ケーキを買います。ごめん、漢字になってた。友達の家に行ったとき。Do you say this doesn't work? Because this is just what I talked about, this one. So 行く and then 帰る. You need to be careful if you're using past tense or the present one for the subordinate clause. Because when you use past tense, it sounds like after you arrived. So probably 友達の家に行くときケーキを買います。And 友達の家に行くときケーキを買います。And then, after you arrived, what would you do? 友達の家に行ったときケーキを probably あげます to give. After you arrive, you give it to your friend. ね。 これ、暇です。暇。It's a na adjective. So, 暇な時、ゲームをしますかな。美味しいピザが食べたいとき。Again, 食べたい、たい。We treat these たい want to as an adjective because this end with e. So 食べたいとき。We can't change this to past tense. And then the last one, 朝寝坊をする。朝寝坊したとき。You can change it to past tense. 朝寝坊したとき、タクシーに乗ります。Uber に乗ります。ね。で、終わったらじゃあこれもやってみましょう。これ、元気の何ページかはわかりません。どうこれ。例えば、どんな時学校をサボりまし、あ、ごめん。どんな時学校をサボりますか？ or どんな時学校をサボりましたか？高校生の時。私は高校生の時、雨の時学校をサボりました。I wasn't that good student. So when it rained, I didn't go to school. So 雨の時学校をサボりました。どんな時親に電話しますか？例えば悲しい時電話します。とか、いいことがあった時電話します。Oh, that's a good one. いいことがあった時。Let me write down. Oh, or maybe は、早く走った時電話します。Let's see. This one. 早く走った電話します。When I run fast. But this doesn't imply the past. Again, Japanese people like to use past tense before toki. So 早く走った時。In general, when I run fast, then I will call my mom. ね。じゃあこれ。どんな時嬉しくなりますか？どんな時緊張しますか？ Stop the video and then think about it. ちょっと、I feel like I talked a lot. And when teacher talks too much, that means the class is not that good. That's what I learned when I was learning teaching. But anyways, ah, what happened? ちょっと did I stop sharing? I'm actually having a problem. So maybe I had to finish this now. Stop share. Let me do this one more time. Sorry. OK. そしたら最後に、just remember この今度会うとき話すよ。今度会ったとき話すよ。present tense here, past tense here, they are interchangeable. Means most exactly, not exactly, but mostly the same. Even Japanese people don't know the difference, a lot of people. So we use this interchangeably. And then just be careful with iku, kuru, kairu, because for these three words, meaning uh, will change. Okay. ではでは、let me know if you have questions. お疲れさんでした。じゃあね